I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Living life just like I should. Wouldn't change it if I could. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Living life just like I should. Wouldn't change it if I could. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Trying to figure out who I am, who I'm supposed to be. Feel good about where I stand, so I can make the most of me. I'm coming back down from space, a million miles away. There's a lot of love in this place, and I'm just trying to say I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Living life just like I should. Wouldn't change it if I could. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Living life just like I should. Wouldn't change it if I could. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Been a long time living this way, worrying about what people say. Feeling like I don't fit in, but I won't give up, no I won't give in. Been looking for something more. What you really looking for? It's been with you since you were born. Since you were born, you're good. You're good, you're good, you're good. Living life just like I should. Wouldn't change it if I could. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Living life just like I should. Wouldn't change it if I could. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. You only live once. I'm good with myself. I'm there for my friends until the very end. You only live once. I'm good with myself. I'm there for my friends until the very end. I want to see another love revolution. Find a way to be a better person. If we come together like we should, oh, we could all be good. I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Living life just like I should. Wouldn't change it if I could. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good. Living life just like I should. Wouldn't change it if I could. I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
Good morning. Who's good? Yeah, I want to see every hand up. That's what unity teaches. We are all good. In fact, we are all God. And today and every day, we have swung wide the doors to the presence of God, that inner spirit within, knowing that spirit is in this place and in all places and all people. Just as the sun has awakened us to a new day, the Spirit of God within awakens us to divine glory. And this glory within and all around us is everywhere we look and in every situation we encounter. With our hearts centered in spirit, we can quiet our thoughts and meditate on the wonder of all of God's creation and our oneness with it. So I invite you now to take a deep breath, become comfortable, and gently release any cares of the day. Because your sole purpose at this moment is to experience the divine. And you begin to do so now as you relax in this sacred time and space at Unity Spiritual Center. Seeing through eyes of oneness, acknowledging our oneness. We at Unity Spiritual Center celebrate and honor people of every culture, of every creed, of every religion, of every race, of every age, and every lifestyle, knowing that there are many paths to God, many faces of God, many names for God, but only one God. and that God is expressing through all people in unique, special, and individual ways. We light this worship candle every Sunday so that as you look at it, you can remember that you have that divine spark within, that you are an individualized expression of God. We have two very special people to us coming in. Welcome, Maddie and Grady. Wonderful to see you. We honor the one presence and power of God with Unity's foundation statement, which you will find on the screen behind me, and I invite you to join with me in saying it aloud together. There is only one presence and one power, active as the universe and as my life, God the good, omnipotent. We give thanks for our spiritual community and for the beauty of our spiritual center. We give thanks that Unity Spiritual Center is a welcoming, warm, inclusive community dedicated to studying and putting into practice empowering principles and tools for happiness, health, prosperity, and successful living. We give thanks that with our spiritual teachings, we can create extraordinary lives and a peaceful planet through our relationship with the loving God presence within each one of us and through our relationships with one another. Our vision and the opportunity for each one of us here is that you discover the power within you to create the life of your dreams, that you have peace of mind and deep happiness, that you enjoy joyous and loving relationships with yourself, with spirit, and with others, that you spend your days doing what you love and feel called to do, and most of all, that you know that your life matters, that you make a difference, and that the world is a better place because you're here. If you're visiting us for the first time, and I think a couple of you are, we do hand out gifts, which it looks like possibly you've received. The shell lei that has a tag on it that says, "Just as God has a design for every shell in the sea, God also has a design for your life." We also hand out information packets that contain information about Unity in general and Unity Spiritual Center in particular. So we are delighted that you've joined us today. We pray that your time here will feel nourishing, and if you would ever like to talk about Unity, if you have any questions, please know that I always welcome those kinds of conversations, and you can contact me at the information that is printed on all of the material. So at this time, as we move into the meditative portion of our service and prepare to raise our voices together in song, I'll ask that you turn off or mute your cell phone or any other electronic devices. And I will now turn it over to Michael Hatfield.
So our first tune today is Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. And we're going to take our sweet old time singing this. Let's just kind of get in that groove. If anybody wants to play a little percussion behind this, you're more than welcome. We have toys here and toys there. Feel free. Coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. I looked over Jordan, and what did I see? Coming for to carry me home. A band angels coming after me, coming for to carry me home. Sing it out, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. If I get you there, if I get there before I do, coming for to carry me home. Tell all my friends, tell all my friends I'm a-coming too, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. If I'm sometimes up, I'm sometimes up, I'm sometimes down, coming for to carry me home. But still my soul feels heavenly bound, coming for to carry me home. Sing it out, swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Same thing. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Swing low, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. That's the first time Ken sat down for the cajon. That sounds great, man. Perfect.
So now as we continue to get comfortable in our seats, relaxing even more deeply into this time of worship, prayer, and meditation, let us open our hearts now to receive the message of today's daily word, which will be read by Silvana Lopez.
Good morning, everyone. Today's daily word is insight. I trust in my spiritual insight, and I am at peace. Experience can guide me as I deal with any challenges in life. I appreciate acquired skills and the many ways which they serve me. Still, at times, a new perspective is needed to take a fresh look at any missed opportunities or solutions. So I learned to rely on my indwelling spiritual insight, my Christ expression, to guide me to the most effective choices I can make. In expressing oneness with God as source, my fears and challenges of the world are dissolved and alleviated. I am able to find both courage and peace. No proof is needed or even possible for my spiritual insight. I simply trust and I am at peace. When the Spirit of truth comes, He will guide you into all the truth. For He will not speak on His own, but will speak whatever He hears, and He will declare to you the things that are to come. John 16:13.
Thank you, Silvana. Unity Spiritual Center is a center of prayer and healing. And we need prayers in this world. We also need to take action. But let's just take a moment now to hold everyone affected by this week's shooting in Florida in our hearts. And let us know that despite appearances, divine order is taking place, and divine love is always present. And let us each resolve to take the sadness and the horror and what other emotions we may be feeling and channel them into acts that address what it is that we feel so strongly about. Let us realize that God works through us, our hands, our hearts, our minds. As you know, we also have a community prayer chest that we place in the back of the sanctuary, and you're always invited to place your personal prayer request in that box. And again, for all the prayers that have been written down and for all the prayers that are unwritten and being held in people's hearts, let's just know that each person is enfolded in that divine love. And that divine order is taking place in all of their lives. The prayer requests that are placed in this box are prayed on by me and by our USC prayer team for 30 days. And then we forward them to Silent Unity at Unity's World Headquarters, where they're prayed on for an additional 30 days. We have the green prayer request forms placed in the back next to the box, and you are always invited to fill one out and place it within. But we also have created a time in our service where we can make our prayers audible. And so this is the time now to speak your prayer needs to your spiritual family here so that we can support you and stand with you. So after we sing the introduction to this song, which Michael will lead us through, you're invited to speak your prayer aloud, and we will answer each prayer by singing, "Your prayer is my prayer too."
We are connected by the heart. Where do you end? Where do I start? Whatever you feel, I feel too. You're a part of me, I'm a part of you. Your prayer is my prayer too. 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 Prayer is my prayer too. Your 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 prayer is my prayer too.
We also have built in a time to express our gratitudes. So anything that you feel blessed by, anything you consider a thanksgiving, this is your time to share that. And I'll begin with saying I'm so grateful to see Maddie and Brady. We have missed you and you are very special to us. So I'm grateful to see you.
I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed.
We give thanks for this opportunity to bless and to be blessed in spirit. We give thanks for the feelings of warmth, connection, and peace that fill our hearts and minds right now. We give thanks for the privilege of praying for others in our community, in our nation, and around the world. And we affirm that always and in all ways, divine order is taking place and divine love is everywhere present. At Unity Spiritual Center, your prayer is our prayer too. Amen. And now I am so excited to introduce you to the creator, the organizer of this very special celebration that we have today. We're going to bring the kids in so they can also experience the richness that we are about to witness. And the person who put this together is Helen Dilworth. We wanted a way to celebrate Black History Month, and Helen put this together using two of her students. And one of her students said, when I was mentioning to Helen I was going to introduce her so she could introduce her students, one of her students said, "Be sure to say that she's beloved. She's really loved." She's been a music teacher for 30 years at City College, and we are so blessed to have her today, her here today, to have her students here today, and to be able to celebrate the richness of all that we have received during this Black History Month. So with no further ado, here is Helen Dilworth.
Thank you so much, Reverend Maggie. I appreciate the fact that she practices the warmth and inclusiveness of which she speaks. I think that's marvelous. Thank you to the congregation. We are privileged to give you just a little peek into some of the history and culture of African Americans in this country. So I would like to introduce some of your members who are participating. You know Shirley Harris, thank you. And you know Kenneth Coleman. Kenneth is the one who approached me about doing something for Black history. So here we are. And we're going to ask all of you to participate as we do some of the songs that will be put up on the screen. So don't be shy, just, jump in and do that. In a moment, you will see two very special students with wonderful hearts and spirits coming down the aisle. And on this side, we have Miss Fayette Puzzi, also known as Queen. And on this side, playing the flute, we have Mr. Robert Smith, also known as Happy, and you will soon see why. So, without further ado, shall we come?
Black History Month should be recognized all year round. Yes. So what is Black history? Well, what is history? History is an account of past events. Black history is an account of past events pertaining to African or African American. Black history is not just to piece black. Black history is not a separate history. It's a part of history itself. If you knew your mother's history, you know a lot about where you came from, but you wouldn't have the whole story. If you later to learn about your father's history, then you have a better understanding of yourself. No dishonor or loss to your mother to know about your father's history, but by combining the two history, you have a better understanding of yourself. It would be a compliment instead of a competition. By combining the two histories of those who came before you, all the great ancestors, the great preachers, scientists, engineers. Can anybody think of any black inventions out there? Yeah, blood plasma was Charles Drew to preserve the blood. The baby buggy. The pencil sharpener was a black man. What else? Yeah, the air conditioner was created. The stop signs. I met a lady, her father created, his name was Willard Jackson Hammond. He created animation. Took over by Walt Disney, of course. We need help in this world, you know. Black history is taken into account of all who made major contributions to this country. So they be, instead of excluded, included to form a complete picture. Black history is not just for blacks, it's for all people. So let's come together and unite. Come together as one. And so there was no, it would not be a designation for black history. It would be called just that. His, her, and his story. Thank you. Now we have a poem, a quote from the library about black history where Queen will deliver.
He'll have to give me my glasses, though. I need my reading glasses. So here's a quote from the San Francisco Public Library, 2018. More than a month, Black history, culture, and heritage. Black History Month is an integral part of this nation's tradition in which we promote affirmative examples of important historical events, honorable leaders, and steps towards collective work together and change. This year, we've chosen a title, our programs that celebrate Black history, culture, and heritage, More Than a Month, in the effort to emphasize that reflection, open dialogue, interdisciplinary education, and shared advocacy needs to take place in our communities every month, all year around. Close quote. May humankind be united in human kindness and love.
All people, all people, all people, man, woman, man, woman,
goes like this. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. There's a great guarantee in the promised land. Again. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Great camp meeting in the promised land. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Great camp meeting in the promised land. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Great camp meeting in the promised land. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Walk together, children, don't you get weary. Great camp meeting in the promised land. Thank you. Okay, so we're moving on.
Excuse me, sister. Do you know who I am?
No, I don't.
You don't remember me?
Should I?
You must remember me. Think back about 500 years ago.
You're a slave?
Before I was enslaved.
You're an African.
Black child, why he's got pride. His pride kept him alive. Black child in a different groove. Don't you not the way he moves? Black child, where you coming from? He got busted on the day he was born. The things I feel when I am small grows much bigger when I'm tall. Black child, he ain't gonna wait, 'cause he know it's judgment day. Black child, he ain't gonna lose. That's why he's got those blues. Black child's gonna get his share, 'cause he know that it's there. Black child, black child, black child, black child. Langston Hughes created great black poets. I too was his one. I too sing America. But they tell me to sit in the kitchen when company comes. But I laugh. I eat well and I grow strong. And tomorrow, I will eat at the table when company comes. And nobody ever told me to sit in the kitchen then. And they'll see, besides, how beautiful I am. And be ashamed. I too am America. Child is born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. For each child is born, a morning star rises and sings to the universe who we are. We are our grandmother's breast. We are our grandfather's dream. We are the breath of the ancestors. We are the spirit of God. We're mothers of courage, fathers of time, daughters of dust, son of religion, mercy, fathers of power, fathers of life, and children of nations, makers of peace and wisdom of ages. We are our grandmother's prayers. We are our grandfather's dreams. We are the breath of the ancestors. We are the spirit of God. We are one. Unify us. Don't divide us. Unify us. Don't divide us. Unify us. Don't divide us.
Can we have everybody say that, Captain?
3 times. You ready? Unify us. Don't divide us. Unify us. Don't divide us. Unify us. Don't divide us. Thank you, everybody. I see God's in the house. Yes.
Shirley has brought a short DVD about Lift Every Voice and Sing, which was dubbed the Negro National Anthem by the NAACP. You have the words on your flyer. If you don't mind standing while it's played, we really appreciate it. This is the Negro National Anthem by the Johnson Brothers. Lift every voice and sing. And that's what we want you to do is lift. Yeah.
With tears has been watered. We have come, treading our path through the blood of the slaughtered. Out of the gloomy past, till now we stand at last, where the white gleam of our bright star is cast. God of our weary years, God of our silent tears, thou who hast brought Amen. God bless you.
I have to say special thanks to Unity. Hi. I want to give a special thanks to Unity. And, of course, Reverend Maggie, Shannon, all the associates and members, of course, and for allowing us to bring this program to you today. And we feel and we know that Black history is American history. And we know that all can benefit from the knowledge thereof. Thank you very much. And remember, unify us, don't divide us. Thank you.
I think that deserves a round of standing applause, don't you? Let's thank everyone for their contribution today that lifted our hearts so high. That was amazing. Thank you so much. That was amazing, wasn't it? Thank you so, so much for that. What a blessing. Oh, and it's a hard act to follow, isn't it? But we do like to affirm every week that Unity offers positive, practical, progressive spiritual teachings and tools that honor the universal truth in all religions and respects each individual's right to choose a spiritual path. And here at Unity Spiritual Center, we have an inspiring vision, an exciting mission, and compelling values by which we strive to live. And I invite you to join with me in reading those aloud together. Our vision is centered in God. We co-create a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening. Our mission is, we are a creative, joy-filled spiritual community dedicated to healing, inspiring, and transforming the lives of all people through prayer, education, and love. And our values are, we are spirit-led, generous with resources, inclusive, joyously creative, and guided by integrity. And in this space, feeling so inspired by what we've just experienced here today, feeling inspired by our vision, our mission, our values, feeling inspired by our Unity teachings. Let us take time now to be a channel for enrichment through our generous tithes and love offerings. Practicing the principle of tithing ourselves as a spiritual community, we will be tithing 10% of the offering collected today to Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute and to Raphael House. So let's take a moment now to bless our tithes and love offerings, placing them in our hands or perhaps next to our hearts as we say our offertory prayer. Divine love, through me, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
I'm not worried about tomorrow, for today I declare freedom from yesterday's mistakes of the past. Today all things are made brand new, and don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? I can change my reality by changing my mind. Perfect peace, joy, and happiness is yours and it's mine. I am loved and so are you, and don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Let me hear you say, all is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. I said, all is well, all is well, all is well and unfolding as it should. I am cloaked in the Spirit, I am fed by the divine. I am one with all that is, my soul is freed from time. I am blessed and so are you, and don't it feel good to know that all is well and unfolding as it should? Let me hear you say, all is well, all is well. Divine Spirit is directing me right now. I said, all is well, yes sir, all is well. I said, all is well. I said, all is well. I said, all is well and unfolding as it should.
That was fabulous. Can you come back every week?
If you can have us.
Anytime.
Thank you so much. I have an unusual request.
Yes.
You might have a hug.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you for being on this planet.
Oh, thank you. We're a hugging community.
Oh, wonderful. Right place, right time, right people doing the right thing.
That's right.
Thank you, Reverend.
So we are going to bless our offering together. The words are on the screen. Please join me. Dear God,
We give thanks for the many blessings that are in our church this very moment. We open ourselves to the infinite possibilities that are ours to choose.
we are
Filled with a mighty faith that empowers and frees us to live our divine purpose and serve our community with excellence. And so it is. Amen.
Yes.
And I am going to just give a few announcements. We have, what are my announcements? I actually better check my piece of paper.
And your microphone is on the table.
Yes, thank you. They left me all of a sudden. Great, thank you so much. All right. Important announcement. We are holding a membership class. We hold membership classes twice a year. Today is going to be one of them. So if you've been joining us for worship or for our activities and you feel called to become a member, please do join us. We'll be starting about 12:45 in the Healing and Meditation Room, and there's an application form that's in the literature rack in the foyer. So just fill that out and come join us at 12:45 if you'd like to be an official member of USC. And I want to let you know that if you have already taken a membership class, if you are a member and you want to vote in next week's elections, then it's really important for you to fill out the member reaffirmation form. So those of you who are current members who reaffirmed your membership last year, you should have received one in an email form, but we do have hard copies as well in the back of the sanctuary. So please do fill that out. Make sure we get it by Friday, this Friday, which is the 23rd, I believe, if you'd like to be an active member in 2018 and vote in next week's elections. we are having our annual meeting next week. It's the time where we can sort of review what we did last year, and as a board, we can share with you what our plans are for the coming year. As I mentioned, we've got 3 people running for the board, which is very exciting, so we'll be holding elections. And we always hold a space open for you to give us your good ideas. So it's an important way to be a part of this community. We only hold this kind of congregational meeting twice a year, so I really hope that you'll plan on making time to attend it. It'll start about 12:15. It'll be right after the service. We won't go too long, maybe 1:30 or so, but it's an important use of your time, so do plan on joining us for that. And I don't think we have kids to bring in. Is Sylvia still here, or did they go out, Valerie? Are the kids coming back in? Okay, so usually we end with the kids coming in, but they joined us today. But we'll have them, they're not coming in. Okay, so let us all get in a circle, and we're going to sing Let There Be Peace on Earth and finish with our prayer for protection.
On earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator, family all are we. Let me walk with my family in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Think anew about how we can use our lives, and we think anew about how we can be a vehicle for uniting us, not dividing us, as we commit anew to using all that we do for that purpose. Let us remember that we can do the impossible, even if it seems like the impossible, because the light of God surrounds us,
The love of God holds us, the power of God protects us, and the presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is. Wherever I am, God is. And all is well. Thank you, God. picture.